Hey everyone, welcome to Happy Little Yarn, episode 23. This is Sunday, April 19th, 2020, and I am your host, Amie, and I'm coming to you from Leesburg, Georgia, where it is a rainy, kind of rainy, it's overcast, sun might pop out in a minute, but it's been raining off and on, and it's 67 degrees. So yeah, I can be found on Instagram as Happy Little Yarn and Ravelry as Punk in Curls, and we have a Ravelry group, and you can find that by searching in the groups tab Happy Little Yarn. And I ask you up front, if you like what you see, please subscribe and turn on notifications and give me a like. That would be great. I want to thank you all for coming by and watching today. And I actually put on makeup today. And did my hair. And showered. And put on clothes. Last time I came to you in pajamas and a ponytail and no makeup. So, this time I tried to make up for it. We have two knit-alongs going on. Well, one's a knit-along / crochet along, and that is the blanket along. And it is running through December 31st, 2020. It's where you just knit or crochet a blanket. It can be adult size, throw, lap blanket. It can be a baby blanket, any kind of blanket, just not a doll blanket. Whips are welcome. If you haven't already started on it and you've been working on a blanket, whips are welcome. And there's going to be prizes, and one pulled from the chatter thread, and depending on how many prize donations I get, some will be pulled from the FO thread. And we have one prize donation so far, and it's from Cherry Pie Cottage. It is the Wizard of Oz mini set. And there's 6 20-gram mini skeins in there, 92 yards each. That's 552 yards total. But that will be part of the blanket along giveaway prize pack. And we also have a new make along. It is, I'm co-hosting with Andrea from the Cat Lady podcast. And now my dog is howling in the background because he hears me talking. I think he quit. And I'm also co-hosting with Needles at the Ready, who is Kevin and Ray. And we are doing a stress-free MAL. It's any crafts are welcome. And in my group, I'm going to have a chatter thread and an FO thread. It began on April 15th, and the ending date is to be determined. We're just going to let it go through this crazy time, and we'll figure out an end date later. But basically, any craft, whips are allowed. But there's one stipulation in the FO thread. Like if you make 100 masks in one day, you can only post once. So that 100 masks will be one post. You can only post once a day in the FO thread. So whatever you make, you can post one post a day in the FO thread. Chatter thread, go crazy. You can post all you want. But the FO thread, one post per day for your finished items and no chatter in the FO thread. And check out the Ravelry groups, the Cat Lady, CATT, the Cat Lady podcast, and Needles at the Ready. They have their FO thread and their chatter threads already posted as well. And it'll be a lot of fun. And I'm asking again, makers, if there's any makers out there that would like to donate to one of the make-along, knit-alongs that I'm hosting, please contact me through Ravelry, Punk in Curls, or on Instagram as Happy Little Yarn, and I would be very much appreciative for you to donate a prize to one of our lucky winners. Now for the make along, I'm going to participate in this, I promise. I want to do paper flowers. I think that'll be really fun. I have a Cricut. You can't see it from here, but it's over there. I have a Cricut, and you know, kind of have to know how to use it to make a paper flower, but I can learn, right? YouTube videos, I can learn. Or there's books that use crepe paper to make paper flowers, or there's origami. I don't know, anything. And I want to learn how to embroider. So those are my two things I want to do for this make along. But that is all for like announcement stuff. So let's get on to knitting. FOs. I have none. I almost had one, but something else caught my attention and I put it down and started working on something else. So my whip section, let's start with that. I had one of these on the needles before and I lost it. I have no clue where it is. But it's the Wondrous Dishcloth by Jooles Hill. And this is what I almost had finished. And I have these stitch markers, these bulb stitch markers, just marking every time I do a double knit section, because the back of it is a little bit different. You can tell where the double knits are. But this is my Wondrous dishcloth, and I have this much yarn left, so I have enough to do one more repeat of the section and then do the Kitchener stitch to finish it. And I really like doing this dishcloth. I don't know if I actually use it, but I'm going to try. I started it on a Zoom knit night with some friends. I think it was last week sometime. And I started it, and I've gotten quite far on it for me having no knitting mojo right now. That's pretty good. And I think I'll make more because I have a lot of this yarn. It is called, I don't know how to pronounce it, it's Sheppard's Katona. It's a finger and weight cotton yarn. And I have just a bunch of different colors. They are all, I don't know how many grams each one is. I want to say like 10 grams, but no, they're 25 grams. 25 grams, and I got them on webs.com. They're not expensive, but I hit my lip a while ago with my lipstick on. I just want to make sure. Okay, we're good. Just want to make sure I didn't have lipstick all over me. But that's my dishcloth by Jooles Hill, Wondrous Dishcloth. That's my first whip. Alright, the rest of the whips are actually what we found in the mystery bags last podcast. First up, let's talk about the hat we found. I feel like I'm uneven. It feels like the camera needs to come down a little bit. Just gonna that's a little bit better. But I have to sit crisscross applesauce right now because that's how I'm comfortable. But and my chair is squeaky. I am using this yarn I found in my mystery project bag. It was, I think this is Sheppard's wool. I'm pretty sure it is. It's pretty recognizable compared to my other stash. It's like a worsted weight. And from what I remember, it's not super wash. I don't know where the band is. It's been a while. But when you saw the hat, it had a provisional cast on, and it was 2x2 ribbing. And I just don't like a double brim with ribbing, so I frogged it. And I took out the provisional cast on because I don't like a provisional cast on either. I'd rather just pick up the cast on edge. But this is what I have so far. I'm knitting on size 8 needles, US 8, 5mm. And I've finished the double brim. Right there is my double brim. You can see where I picked up the cast on edge. But that's what I got so far. And that's what distracted me from finishing the dishcloth. But I have a lot left. So this is going to be probably a slouchy hat. But I really like double brim hats, so this will probably be one of my favorites. My go-to around the house favorites. Got that. I don't know the colorway of the yarn. It's kind of like a chocolate gray, don't you think? There we go. But that is what I have on that whip so far. And up next, I have another one from the mystery bag find. I had a shawl. And I told everybody to vote for which one you thought I should knit on, but I got interested with all of them, so I knitted on all of them. But the shawl was the Maytham shawl by Helen Stewart. And though the hat I was knitting, there's no pattern. I'm just making that up as I go. But the Maytham shawl, I'll put a picture right here for you to see. And this is what I have. I've only did a couple rows because it's 525 stitches per row right now. And I think this is the front. So it looks basically the same, but I did add a few rows. I took all the stitch markers off because I was done with the lace section. So this is where I'm at now. This is Stranded Dye Works, the colorful one, the orangey. It's called Koi. And I think it's BFL fingering. And the cream is Primrose Yarn Company. And I think it's a single ply. Yeah, it's a single ply. And it is called Snow Owl, I believe. Because I have a bunch of it back here, but I bought it at a separate time. Because I love this yarn so much, I wanted more of it. And I'm pretty sure it's called Snow Owl. If not, then I'm mistaken, and I don't know where the label is because I think I used all the yarn. I'm not sure. But that's where I'm at. I like it a lot, and I might work on it tonight because I'm feeling the shawl vibe today. I'm not feeling like a dishcloth. I'm not feeling like a hat. I'm feeling like a shawl. So maybe I'll put a row on this or two because that's a lot of stitches. But I did the math. On this, I'm on row 193. There are 21 rows to go before I'm finished to cast off. But that is 11,025 stitches left to knit. And I don't think that's including the cast off row. I'm not sure. That's living in my Knit for Brains bag from a year or 2 or 3 ago. I don't know, it's been a long time. Little gnomes knitting. Isn't that precious? Love my Knit for Brains bags. Okay, and the last, you know, what's it called? What am I talking about? Whip. Last whip I'm working on. And by the way, when people drink coffee on their podcast, does it make you want a cup of coffee? Because I was watching Needles at the Ready last night. And it was late. And they were both drinking coffee, I guess, out of their mugs. And I was like, oh my God, I want a cup of coffee now. So I made a cup of decaf. Luckily I had some decaf, but this isn't decaf. This is French roast, dark roast. But yeah, anytime y'all are drinking coffee on your podcast, you're getting to me. You're getting in my head. I love coffee. Okay, last whip is a vanilla sock, and it is stuck on my notebook. It is this beauty right here, and I started it a while back, probably a year or two ago. And it's got a macaroni and cheese sucra miniature progress keeper. And this is Nomadic yarns in Letters to Santa. And I couldn't remember that last time because I lost the tag, but Lisa, us Knitting All the Yarn podcast, was kind enough to remind me because she had this colorway as well. I knit a few rows on it since I showed it to you. And I'm not sure how far into it I am. I don't have a tape measure anywhere around me. But I imagine I have another inch or so to go before I start the heel, which will probably be a German short row heel. Or I might try an afterthought heel. I don't know. I want to become a sock knitter, y'all. I have another sock, and another sock, and another sock, and another sock, and they're all about at this stage. I really want to be a sock knitter. I want to love to knit socks. I want to love it. But I don't. But I want to try. But that was my last whip. That's all I've knitted. And sorry if I'm like really dark over here, but that's my window. That's usually my light source, and this is my computer over here. That's my light source. It's getting dark. It's about to start raining. But let's go to... Okay, I promise there's not much, so don't turn me off yet. Let's talk about acquisitions. I love to buy yarn, and I haven't been buying yarn. But I did buy a little bit of yarn. In the beginning of March, I signed up for a club, the Pineapple Yarn Sun Club, and I can't remember the picture. The picture is what always gets me. If I know the picture is like colorful, I don't know how to describe it, but this is her Sun April 2020 Pineapple Yarns. And I just want you to see these speckles going through this cream yarn. Oh my gosh. It's a 50 gram skein and a 25, let's see, 20 gram. So this is a 50 gram and this is a 20 gram. This is like a coral, kind of pinky, orangey coral look. And this is cream with that color going through it. These little speckles. I mean, it's beautiful. It's 20 grams for the mini, 50 grams for the, it's 231 yards for the large skein. Small skein's 92 yards. It's a 75-25, 323 yards total, fingering weight. Yeah, if I cast on another pair of socks, it's going to be this one next. I love these sock sets. I might have signed up for 2 more of her clubs. The May clubs. I think I did the Low Country Club and the Next Sun Club. You should check them out because they are beautiful inspiration pictures. Okay, next acquisition is something I actually bought a little while ago at Books A Million. It was after Christmas time. But this is going to go to my, what's it called? Stress-free make-along. It's an embroidery kit. Boho-Chic Embroidery Kit. And it comes with a book and some yarn, threads, I don't know if, yeah, it has a hoop in it and some needles. And shows you like techniques. But I'll be doing YouTube for sure. But this is one thing I bought. I don't think I've ever showed it on here. This is going to be my make-along entry in the chatter thread, of course, because I can't win prizes. Okay, and I have ordered 2 more things that I have not received, but I will put pictures right here. I ordered a new notebook, and I didn't look to see where I got the notebook from. Oh, and Etsy signed me out. Let me look on my phone so I can, or I will put the details below. But it's a very colorful notebook, and I'm going to pull it up. Or if my internet will work. Purchases. It's from YellowPaperHouse, and it's a 9x7. I'm gonna say it's called junk journal for art journaling, and it came with pens because there's some black pages and dark pages, and I needed the silver pen, so I got the pen set. But I put it all there for you to see. And then I got my next purchase off Etsy was from Our Buckeye Farms, and I got the delicious mini snack sweet 50 lunchbox pepper seeds. It's just seeds for sweet peppers. I love sweet peppers. That's like my nightly snack. I'll have a little piece of cheese or something and some sweet peppers. So I'm going to grow some seeds, and I'm down to the last 2 pages on my current podcast notebook, which I just dropped a page. So after the next podcast, I'll need a new notebook, and I should have it by then. But that's all for acquisitions. Up next, I thought I could do another mystery bag segment. And this time, whatever y'all vote for in the next few days is what I'm actually going to knit. I'm not going to knit on everything. Let me get back on a bright page. There we go. Bright again. Okay. I have a big bag, so let's start with that. This is a fat squirrel bag. I can tell, I think, this is a fat squirrel bag. Does it have her logo on it? No, it might not be Fat Squirrel. Let's see who it is. Nope, not Fat Squirrel. Bags by Awesome Granny. Sorry. And let's see what's inside this. Here's the pattern, so I can see it's a sweater. It is the Flax Light. I pulled this out not long ago, and I think I was going to give it away, but the person I was going to give it away to, something happened to the message, and I don't know, it never made it to a home, so. But here is the sweater. That's the bottom. Here is the top. I don't know which one's the front and which one's the back. But, ugh. Stitch definition's not great, but that's my Flax Light. And I don't know what size I was making, but I can tell you it's too big. So, let's see if I can figure out which size I was making. I'm going to say I was knitting the 3XL probably. And what's bad is I still have all the yarns. I'm just doing the sleeves on this is going to be horrendous. So I could finish this and have it like as an around the house sweater. Because, I mean, this sweater I'm wearing now is extremely too big on me. I mean, it's like, boom. It's one of my favorite ones. It's a size 4 from Torrid. And I'm like an XL now in regular sizes, according to a shirt I bought the other day from a consignment shop that my sister bought me because I was testing sizes. So I'm an XL now. Woohoo! But I could use this as an around the house shirt. It's soft. It's a bunch of different yarns. I had it fading. It's mostly wool and vine yarns. I don't know the colorways or anything, but I really like it. But here's one thing, mystery bag number 1. Should I try to knit on the sweater? That's up to you guys. Let me know. Okay. All the ends that need to be woven in. Put that back in there. I think it's thundering. It was thundering loud this morning. It was like shaking the house a little bit. Okay, let's go with a small bag next. I know this, I think I know what's in this one. This is a kind of a more recent project. It's not as old as the sweater, but this is a Knit for Brains bag in her unicorn fabric. Let's see, I know what this is. This is Cherry Pie Cottage yarn. This is special yarn. This is something goblin. Let me look it up. I know I have the... No, I don't have the tags. Are they in the middle? No, they're not in the middle. Ah! Something goblin. Jenny, remind me what this is called. Something goblin. It was your Halloween colorway. And I think this is limey or something. I don't remember. You dyed it for me, but why am I losing all my... I'm losing all my yarn bands. But I'm doing a DK weight sock out of these two. Now, I got the heel installed on the first one. I'm still on the first one. But it is the Cozy Up Sisters, Cozy Up Knits. What's the name of this? Hang on, let me look. Maybe Baby DK Socks by CozyUpDesigns. Maybe Baby DK Socks by CozyUpDesigns. And I don't know why I didn't finish this sock. I think I'm to the point where I need to weigh it and see if I have enough for the second sock. If I have enough, I'm going to make it longer for sure. I really like this sock. I really would love it because I love thick socks. And it's got a Deathly Hallows. Yay, Deathly Hallows. Progress Keeper. So... yeah, I'd really like to knit on this one. So, that was in bag number 2. Mystery bag number 2 is a sock. So, if you think I should knit on that, vote below. And before I get on to mystery bag number 3, I need to stop my camera before it stops me. So I'm at 28.5 minutes. So, bag number 3. Okay. Now we have another 30 minutes to chat. Let's see what's in bag number 3. It is a Cherry Pie Cottage bag. And I have no clue what's in this. Whatever it is, it's still in plastic. And it is raining, y'all. You hear it? I hope you can hear it. I love the sound of rain. Okay, so this is not a whip. This is a new cast on if y'all vote for this. Because all yarn and a project page, or a pattern. This is called Hoarfrost by Andrea Mowry. And I'll put a picture of it right here. Let's see what yarn I've got. I don't even have needles in here. I just got the yarn. This is Knit Picks Swish Worsted Squirrel Heather. So, that's a brand new cast on. And just out of curiosity, let's see how many you cast on. Okay, it's a small cast on. I wouldn't mind knitting this. If it was like a big row to start, I'd be like, no. But it wouldn't be bad to cast it on, so. And I don't mind a new cast on if it's not a big cast on row. Okay, instead of crinkling this, I'm just going to drop it to the side. And I'll put it in the bag later to spare you all the crinkle. So, what should I knit out of the mystery bags? Mystery bag number 1 was a sweater, the Flax Light. Mystery bag number 2 was a sock, the Maybe Baby DK socks. And bag number 3 was Hoarfrost by Andrea and Mowry. So let me know, sweater, sock, or shawl. Be awesome. Have another project to work on. Okay. Up next, I had posted something on Instagram saying if you had a question or an idea for this podcast to post it, and I had a couple responses. I always post stuff like that and I never really get responses, so if y'all see me post stuff like that, like, I'm serious, go ahead and ask me anything. It's all up to y'all. So let me get my phone out, go to Instagram, see what the questions were. And oh, I got a new one. Okay, the first one is from Selders Marie. That's her Instagram name. And she asked, what's my favorite finished knit? Well, I will tell you because I saw that question and I was like, I know exactly what my favorite knit is. They're hats. Because that's all I really knit, are the hats. But my favorite most comfy knit I wear the most and use the most, and I think is beautiful, is my Lemonade Shop Stormy Day DK weight hat I made last year maybe, with a double brim. And I wear this thing all the time. It's my comfy hat. I wear it to bed sometimes. I wear it around the house when I'm cold. I just love this hat. Love it. And another hat that I made that I've always wanted to make, but I never really wear. I just wanted to make it. I made 2 actually. I made one for my daughter and one for myself. That's the ice maker. That's not thunder. Is the Capuchin by Adela Ilamakanova. Ooh, I don't know how to say that. Anyways, it's this. It's like bulky weight yarn. And let's see. It just doesn't suit me. It just doesn't suit me. So I never really wear it. I mean, if it got really cold here, this would be a super warm hat. But it just doesn't suit me. But I absolutely loved making it. That was one of my favorite hats to make, because I wanted to make it for such a long time and I just never did. But I did. I made 2. One for me, one for my daughter. We don't wear either one of them. Except for around the house, maybe. I will. And that's it. Okay. Second question was actually a 2-part question from the yarn curator, and that was Naomi. Hello, Naomi. And she asked, who taught you to knit? I learned how to knit on YouTube. And I can't remember who I watched. I just watched a bunch of different videos. And that was how I learned how to knit. It took a lot of time of practice, because I could do the cast on row, but after the cast on row, turning it and figuring out how to do the stitches back and turning it again, that got me. I mean, it took me years to learn how to knit. I started in a book at first, and then YouTube became popular a few years later, and I learned how to do it through YouTube. And I think I threw away the first little swatch I ever knitted. It was really small needles and really thick yarn. I had no clue what I was doing. But that's who taught me how to knit. It was YouTube. And she asked me also, top 3 favorite colors. I can answer those. Burgundy, gray, and purple. All together too. I love them. I should make a project out of burgundy, gray, and purple, because I have a lot of burgundy, gray, and purple yarn. Like, this is a burgundy cubby hole. Let's see, that's my purple cubby hole. You can't really tell because the lighting's weird back there. And that's grays up there. And I love my creams too, but I think my grays, my burgundy, and my purples are my favorites, if you're talking about yarn. Overall, they're my favorite colors too. And I have one last question, and it's from Jenny of Cherry Pie Cottage. And she said, what's in the project bag? We already discussed that, so I was on top of that one, Jenny. You tell me, Jenny. I bet I know which one you want me to finish to knit. I want to finish knitting that one too. Okay, and I have a question for you guys. I have caught up on all my podcasts, except for the daily vlogs going on right now. I got a couple of those I need to watch today. But tell me some podcasts y'all like to watch that's not really known. I like the unknown podcasts. I know the popular ones. And y'all know the ones I watch a lot, so if you've been around for a while. If you're a new viewer, you might not know, but like, I like to watch the Cat Lady podcast, the Yarn Curator, Cherry Pie Cottage, Needles at the Ready, Knit All the Yarn, and the popular ones like Stranded Dye Works, there's Stranded Podcast, yeah, Grocery Girls, I can't think off the top of my head, but I watch a lot of podcasts. But if you know some podcasts that are pretty good and, you know, not really popular, but you would like to see them have more viewers, let me know. I'll be a new viewer. Or if you have a podcast, let me know. I would love to watch. And finally, let's just talk. This is my yak section. So if you're just here for knitting and everything, it was nice talking to you, but now I just want to talk about whatever. I've lost some weight, y'all. Guess how much I've lost? I've lost 1 pound. I'm up to 106 pounds total loss now since last April. So I'm happy with that. And let's see, with the coronavirus going on, I've been working at home for about 2 weeks now. And that has really been playing with my depression lately. Staying at home all the time is not a good thing for me. I've enjoyed being at home because my husband's working from home and my daughter's home from school doing homeschool stuff on her computer. And I don't know if I should go back into work or not. I work at a hospital. I requested to work from home because I was scared, to be honest. I don't want to be tested for COVID because I know the process of what that test is and I don't want to go through that. So I was scared. I didn't want to catch it, and I asked to work from home, so they gave me a laptop, and I came home, and my dining room table is set up with everything from work right now. And that's fine. Also, if you are a Harry Potter fan and have been wanting to sign up for the Harry Potter Knit and Crochet House Cup on Ravelry, they have the sorting hat out right now for spring 2020 for the next few days. I think you have till April 23rd to sign up, and then that's it. You have to wait till the next term. But between the 23rd and the 30th, I will find out what house I'm in. Since this is my first year, I think all I get to do is like, I don't know. I don't think I'm really in a house and really getting the main assignments and all that, or I don't know. But I know I'll be assigned something, so I'm really excited about that because y'all know I love me some Harry Potter. I started a blog. I've wrote 2 entries. I started a 3rd one, and then I was on my phone and got distracted and had to put my phone down, and but it's called adventureswithamieo.wordpress.com, and I'll put it in the description below, the comments below, not the comments, the description of the video below. So it's, I don't know how long I don't have a theme for it yet, so I don't know how long the random posts are going to be until I can find a theme for it. But I like to blog. I like to write. I'm not very good at it, but I like it. And I did a craft room tour, but it was before I straightened up in here. I don't think I'm going to post it. If I post it, it might be a separate video because I did it portrait, and this is kind of like landscape. I don't know how to rotate it very well with another video being beside it. So look for, if you want to see my craft room tour of how bad my craft room look, just tell me you want to see it. If not, don't say anything and I won't post it. It's fine. Because I don't really want to post it anyways, because it looked bad. But finally, let's talk about books, because there are 2 books I want to read. There's a Harry Potter, I can't remember what they're called. There's 3 books in it. One of them's called The Tales of the Beedle of the Bard, or the Bard. I think that's what it's called. The Tales of the Beedle or the Bard. And it's Hogwarts Library book number 3. So there's 2 other books in that series. I don't know. I got my Kindle. And then there's Harley Merlin. And if anybody's ever read Harley Merlin, let me know if it's good. I just don't want to invest that much time into a book series that's not going to be good. But those are the 2 books I've been looking at. Just the new Harry Potter little library books, the small books, and Harley Merlin. But really, that's all I have for today. I feel like I'm missing something. My bed is full of project bags right now because I don't know where to put them. So I just put them all on the bed right there. This is just a spare bed I have for when my daughter has a sleepover, or I want to lay back and watch YouTube videos and knit on my computer. So, but thank you for joining me today. And if you like this, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe and turn on the notifications so you can see when I post future videos. And I hope all of you are doing well and staying safe and staying home and getting out and getting some fresh air on occasion when you can. So, love you all, and I will see you next time. Bye!